Hey guys, welcome back to Cass's Kitchen. Okay, so I kind of forgot to vlog this weekend. Actually, I didn't forget. I planned on doing like a chit chat car vlog kind of deal this morning or this afternoon, whatever, today. But I got in my car, I'm driving, I'm like an hour from home because I work an hour from home, and I turned my camera on and guess what? No memory card. So here we are, we're gonna make supper, we're gonna chit chat while I make supper. So I thought that might be kind of fun. You know, I'm just gonna make some pineapple salsa pork tacos and just tell you guys a few stories, like have a little story time, because I've had some kind of weird things happen this week, like really weird. So I'm gonna just tell you guys some stories while I make supper. So I'm gonna go ahead, get the ingredients out. We're gonna start slicing up some of the veggies to make the salsa, and we'll get into the stories. Okay, first up, if you guys want to make this meal with me, I'll show you guys what you need. You need some pineapple. So I got a little cup of pineapple. You need tortilla shells. So we got those. Some cilantro. Yum, I love cilantro. Do you guys like cilantro? Let me know. I heard it's a genetic thing, like based on your genetics, if you like cilantro. Let me know if that's true. Let me know if you like cilantro, if it runs in your family. Some Southwest spice blend. I'm following a HelloFresh, you guys. I'm cheating, but you can still do this without HelloFresh too. You can just buy these ingredients and make this meal. But it's a Southwest spice blend, so I'm not quite sure what that is. Oh, garlic, cumin, and chili powder. So if you have those, you're good to go. Then we have, oh no, Tex-Mex paste. Can you buy Tex-Mex paste somewhere? You need some Tex-Mex paste. My dishwasher's going. Some sour cream. So, some sour cream, a lime, green pepper, this is massive, and an onion. So, we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna start slicing and dicing. We need to chop up all of the veggies. So we have to, let's see. So we're going to roughly chop up the pineapple. We're gonna save the juice because we need that later on in the recipe. We're going to half peel and thinly slice the onion. I don't eat onions, so I don't really know how to cut them, but I'll do the best that I can. And roughly chop up cilantro, quarter the lime, half core and thinly slice the green pepper. So while I'm doing that, I'm gonna tell you guys my first story. I just have a couple different bowls here that I'm gonna like put the ingredients into, so I'm just pouring the pineapple juice in there. Okay, story number one. All right, so last week I had to stop at Target after work, and I walk in, I can't get this open. Okay, I just cracked it open a little bit so I could pour the juice out. So I stopped at Target and I'm walking around the aisles, minding my own business. You know how you do when you get in Target and you just want to get like your stuff done. Like I just want to get in, out. I knew exactly what I needed. So I go down this aisle and I'm walking down the main aisle, and this guy comes walking out of like the aisle next to me, and he made weird eye contact with me. You know what I mean? Like just like kind of like gave me this weird look, and I got like super creepy vibes from him. So I was just like, okay, whatever. I'm just gonna ignore this because I don't know, he's creepy, but like probably innocent. So I keep walking and I go straight over to the dog treat aisle. And like the whole time I'm kind of like just like peeking behind me, making sure that like he's not following me, but like also I listen to murder podcasts 24/7. So like, you know, I'm super paranoid. And I look up, there he is. He's standing there in the same dog treat aisle as I'm in. And I'm like, okay, this is weird. He's still making eye contact with me. And I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna go back that way because he had kind of followed me. So I was like, I'm gonna go around back, and I'm just gonna like bolt over to the salad dressing because I need to go there next. So I bolt out of there and I kind of like took some zigzaggy turns, you know, kept peeking behind me. He was not anywhere near me. Okay, think I lost him. Then I get to the salad dressing aisle. Guess who walks around the corner? The same guy. And he's just still making creepy eye contact with me, and I'm like, what the heck? This is getting weird. Like, he's now following me down 2 different aisles, and I'm like trying to get things like not in like a straight line, so I'm not like going like dog treat then salad dressing. Like I'm like going back and forth, right? So then I'm like, okay, I need to get some granola, so I need to go back towards the dog treats, like over that direction. So I start walking over there, zigzagging again. I get there, I grab the granola bag super fast. Here he comes, right behind me again. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this is getting so creepy, and I don't like it at all. I'm being like this, like looking around like as I'm walking really fast. And then I'm like, okay, I need to get some cheese. The last thing on my list is getting string cheese and like that I can bolt towards the door. So I go to the string cheese, grab it. As I'm grabbing the bag, he comes around the corner again. You guys, this is like, I'm not kidding you. I'm not even like paranoid at this point. Like this point, like this guy's legit following me. So I walked faster than I have ever walked to Target to the self-checkout. I get there, the girl in front of me, like there was a spot open up right when I got there, and there's no way, unless he freaking bolted and like sprinted, like there's no way he could catch me. So I was like, I need to just check out here and get out of the store. I bring up my like 5 little things that I had, turn around, and he's at the checkout right behind me. You guys, this guy was seriously following me. So yeah, I bolt out my car, got my car, locked the door immediately, and like flew out of the parking lot. Couldn't even get a podcast going for my drive home. And yeah, I almost got murdered. But I followed my instinct, and I knew that he was like, something was off. From like the very first second I like made eye contact with him, I knew that something like was not right. So yeah, first little story of how I almost got murdered last week. Okay. So that's the first thing in the series of events that happened to me that like I saved myself because of my instinct. The next one, you guys, is going to blow your mind. It's so insane. I'm gonna go and wash the rest of these veggies quick, and then I'm gonna tell you guys that story because holy crap. Get ready. Okay, time to chop up the cilantro. I usually, when I'm doing cilantro, I don't know if this is right, but I just pick off all the leaves and I just chop those up. So that's what I'm gonna be doing while I tell you guys this next story. And I'll probably also cut up like the peppers and onions while I tell this story as well. Okay, so last week it was Tuesday. Tuesday nights are the night that I work late, so I work until 8 o'clock on Tuesday nights. So by the time I get home, it's dark outside. So I get home, it's dark. But Coda always wants to go on a, like when I get home from work, and Tate usually waits for me to go as well. So I got home and we decided to go for our usual evening walk. And we have kind of like the same path-ish that we take. We have a couple different routes, but usually kind of typically the same route that we will take on nights that are like in the dark, because it's like kind of lit. There's a couple dark spots, but for the most part it's pretty well lit, and it's also in a very safe neighborhood. So we leave our house and we start on our little adventure. Right when we walked outside though, I got this like really eerie feeling where I just was like, something does not feel right. I don't know what it is, but something's not right. So I told Tate, I was like, I don't know why, but like I don't really want to take our normal route tonight. Like I don't want to go that way. I just like, something feels wrong. Like what if there's an animal? And I've never thought that before. Like I've never been like, oh, what if there's an animal? Like, you know what I mean? Like it's like, we're in town, like there's never animals. But for some reason I said that, and I was like, let's go a different way. Like let's just maybe just go around like this little loop, like right in front of our house, like kind of keep it like super chill, like maybe like a 3-minute walk, you know, like nothing crazy. So we do that, and our neighbors actually happened to be sitting outside with a fire pit, so we sat and talked to them for like 5 or 10 minutes, went back home, no big deal. Right when we got home though, Coda started going crazy and like running out the back door, like that he always goes out. We have a fenced in backyard, so he's just like running around like barking like crazy, which like sometimes he gets a little crazy like when there's a full moon, which by the way, like I don't know, what's that, like Mercury in retrograde or whatever it was last week. I don't know, maybe we still are. I don't follow that kind of stuff. But like everybody was talking about it, so like maybe it had something to do with that. But anyways, he was going nuts, didn't think anything of it. He came inside, went to bed. That night he woke up multiple times throughout the night, kind of barking and just like going crazy. But again, like not super abnormal, like, you know. Okay, I'm supposed to half this. Like, how do I have it? Do I have it like this, or do I have it like hamburger, hot dog? What do I do? I don't know. I have no idea. We're just gonna start chopping. Okay, so anyways, we go to bed that night, blah blah blah, wake up the next day, go to work, like everything's normal. Okay, I decided to go the hot dog way, and I kind of regret it. And I went through the whole day of work, like no big deal. Then right when I'm getting ready to leave, somebody I work with, one of my coworkers, comes to me and she's like, so I heard there's a mountain lion like where you live, like in the town that you live in. And I was like, what? There's a mountain lion? Are you kidding me? There's not mountain lions like around here, guys. Like, it's not like a normal thing for there to be a mountain lion, like, you know. And I'm like, what? No way. And she's like, yeah, I saw on the news, like there's a mountain lion, like somebody reported on their like camera in their backyard. And I was like, what the heck? So I started freaking out, but like still didn't really think anything about it. Then I looked at the news clip article, you guys. This mountain lion was spotted like a couple blocks from my house. Literally the night that I was freaking out and didn't want to go into the take our normal walking route. You guys, there was a freaking mountain lion. I saved our lives. I 100%, I trusted my instinct with the mountain lion, and I trusted my instinct with the creeper at Target. So 2 times within 2 days. Like, okay, so technically the day that I heard about the mountain lion was actually the same day that I went to Target after work. And so, like, you guys, I was just like in full sense of myself. So with that being said, you guys, just trust your instincts, because like it could save your life. Like I literally think I saved my life. Like Enta's and Coda's, like I saved us, you know? So yeah, then with the whole mountain lion situation, we have not brought Coda outside like since then, and it was like a week ago. So love that I'm not scared to live my life and just like do our normal routines because of a stupid mountain lion that's probably long gone. But the next day we had taken him for walks still like during the day, but definitely not at nighttime because I'm so freaked out. But the next morning when we went out for our morning walk, I had this like knife necklace. It's like a necklace but it has a knife on it, and I made a little like video clip I put on Instagram, so if you follow my Instagram you probably saw it. But I decided that I thought it'd be kind of funny to like upload that to TikTok because I kind of want to get like more like involved on the TikTok, you know. That's a cool thing to do. So I uploaded the video and it got taken down immediately because I was inciting violence, because I just said I was bringing a knife with me for protection. So apparently I was inciting violence on a mountain lion, which is very frowned upon. Can't do that. So tip for you guys, if you want to make a TikTok, make sure you do not talk about protecting yourself against a mountain lion because it will be taken down immediately. Okay, I have the onion and green peppers minced up, ready to go. So I'm gonna put those over by the stove because we need to fry those up. But now we're gonna make the salsa, the pineapple salsa for our tacos. Okay, so you need a bowl. I have an empty bowl here. And we're going to combine, let's see, the pineapple. So I have my pineapple. We're gonna just slide that into, I'm gonna get a new spoon because that one I used for the peppers. So we do not want that going into the salsa because I do not like peppers either. I'm a very picky eater. Minced onion, which I'm not gonna put that in there. I'm gonna just do the onions on like the sauteed stuff for Tate. Some cilantro and a squeeze of lime juice, and then salt and pepper. This will be interesting. But usually everything that I always think sounds interesting where I'm like, I don't know if I'm gonna like that. Like I end up actually really liking it. Okay, let's move on to the next story because last week was full of stories. Like I said, we're gonna squeeze the lime juice into here. So next story is, okay, I guess I kind of lied because I just told you guys that we didn't take Coda for any like outdoor walks, but we kind of did towards the end of the week because I was kind of not as scared anymore. But we just stayed very close to our house. So we went out and we're walking along, minding our own business, Salt, and I look over at our neighbor's house and all of their blinds were shut, which was really weird because they never have like all their blinds shut, but they were all shut. So it just made it like caught my eye where I was like, that's kind of weird, you know? Then all of a sudden I noticed that their basement window had a big like red, it spelled out help in red. Like it literally looked like blood. And I'm like, Tate? And he's like, what? And I'm like, Tate, to look over there because I didn't want to like be like too obvious, like, oh my gosh, you know what I mean, like draw attention, because like what if there's a killer in there and then like they see that I notice, you know what I mean? So I'm trying to like act like I don't, just like to like that, you know. And he looks over and he's like, what the heck? And I'm like, yeah, what do we do? He's like, I don't know. And then I'm like, what if it's like Halloween decor, you know what I mean? Like it's probably Halloween decor, because like these neighbors typically like do kind of decorate for holidays and stuff, nothing crazy. All right, that's all done. I'm going to start frying the peppers. They only need to be in there for 3 to 4 minutes while I finish telling the story. Okay, let's go over to the stove. Okay, so I'm like, you know, they always kind of do that kind of stuff, so it would not be out of the normal for them. But still, I'm like, I don't want to be that person that just like walks by and doesn't say anything. Like, but like, do I call cops on them? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to be like that neighbor either. So I was like, well, let's just keep walking. Let's go like half a block, turn around, and if it's gone, like, then we need to call the cops, because then it's not Halloween decor. Like, it's no longer decorations if they take it down like immediately. You know what I mean? So we walk up like maybe half a block. Like, we're walking like probably like 30 seconds to a minute. Turn around, come. So it's like 2 minutes later. You guys, the sign was gone. So I like did a quick little Facebook poll, because I was like, I don't know what to do, because I legit think it's probably just like Halloween decor, but like, what if it's not? You know, like, I've been following my instinct all week and like, you know, like saving my life. Okay, Koda was literally just going nuts over this like teeny tiny dog, so that's all right. I thought maybe it was gonna be the mountain lion, but it wasn't. Okay, I'm gonna plop these into the oil and let them saute. Okay, so I was like, you know, like, what if though? Like, what if like my neighbors are being murdered? So I came home, yeah, took the survey, or did like a poll on Instagram. Everybody said, well, not everybody, but like most people said to call the police. But I decided not to call the police. So I'm just like hoping that my neighbors are okay. I'm guessing they probably are. I haven't heard anything, but I also haven't seen them. I also was like working all weekend, so like I wouldn't have seen them. But I feel like by now I would have heard, like, if they were murdered. You know what I mean? So I think we're in the clear there. But yeah, that was a caution. No, that was like a tale. I would say cautionary tale, but like that was kind of like a story, like, don't follow my footsteps. You know, like, follow your instinct, but like, if you think your neighbors are being murdered, like, maybe call the cops. Like, I think in this case we're golden, we're good. They're not dead, but like, it could have been bad. So, all right, saute these up, and then we're gonna take them off, and we're gonna add the pork. All right, now we're gonna add I took the veggies off. You could, if you like those veggies, you could like add the meat to the veggies and like let it cook together, which should be really good. But I don't, so I pulled those off, put them in a bowl, and now I'm going to add the pork, and then we're gonna add that Southwest spice, which is just the cumin, garlic, and chili powder to it. Hate cutting open packages. Yeah, I guess that's all I really have for like crazy stories for you guys. But we can just like chit chat a little bit, like what's going on in your life. You guys have like a bunch of stuff going on this fall. I think I have so much stuff going on. Like anytime I have a day off, like it's not like I'm doing something, which is also why my videos maybe like over the next month or so, like if I miss a video here and there, like that's probably why, because I work full time, and I say this all the time, but like I drive 2 hours every day, so like I don't have a lot of extra time, you know what I mean? So like sometimes if it's between filming a video or hanging out with family, like 99% of the time I probably am going to choose hanging out with family, you know, just to be real. We're gonna add this mix to the pork. Yum, that smells good. Should I use, I'm not gonna use the same spatula. We're gonna get a clean one. Okay, I just thought of something, you guys. I don't know if I've ever, like, when I made my very first video almost 2 years ago, I did a kind of like about me kind of thing, like told about myself a little bit, but I don't know if I ever really like told you guys about myself. So maybe you guys want to get to know me a little bit. You want to know a little bit more about me. If you're like know me from my real life, like you already know this, so you can, oops, I forgot to turn on the oven. If for the stove. But like if you like just know me from YouTube, you might not know about me. So I grew up in a very small town. I graduated with a high school class of like, I think we had like 25 kids in my class maybe. I moved about 2 hours from home for college, and I've stayed here. So I graduated from college 6 years ago. I am 30 years old, 30 and thriving. I do not use my college degree. Love that. How many of you guys don't use your college degree? Sometimes I think that when you are 18, like you're just a little too young to make a decision for the rest of your life. And not necessarily that you're too young to make that decision, because I don't think that like at 18 you kind of have a solid grasp on life, but at the same time like you haven't had enough experience to like know what you want to do. You know what I mean? Like I kind of feel like it's kind of a hard, sticky situation, because it's like I would say like maybe just like get right into the workforce and just like experience life a little bit before you decide what you want to do. But then like it's easy to get stuck in a job, you know what I mean? So like I hate to say that too, because you have to keep growing. So like maybe find ways to like branch out and like do different things besides college. But then I also think that college like helps you grow and decide what you want. So I don't know, I kind of like, I'm always like right in the middle with that. Like I just don't quite know how I feel, you know? I think everybody has to make that decision for themselves. All right, so now we're gonna add the like Tex-Mex thingy. Is that what this is? Yeah, Tex-Mex paste and pineapple juice to the pork. What else do you guys want to know about me? Oh my gosh, it's like leaking. So Tate and I met in high school. Actually, he was in high school. I was in college technically. So I'm a cougar. Love that for us. We when he graduated high school, I actually transferred colleges and we went to the same college. We pretty much spent our entire college career like on each other's like hips. Like that doesn't even feel like the right phrase. Like stuck to each other, like glued to each other's hips. Yeah, we did everything together in college. Like to this day, like we still meet people because we live in the town that we went to college in that are like, oh yeah, I remember seeing you guys on campus, and that was like 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years ago. So it's kind of funny, like whenever that happens, it's like, oh my gosh, do you remember us from always being together, walking around campus? And then we got engaged in the Dominican Republic. We do mission trips in the Dominican. So we went there. It was the very first year we ever went. He had gone before and I went like this year with them. So anyways, it was just me, Tate, his mom and dad, and the very last night we stayed at a resort and we got engaged on the beach. So that was kind of a fun story. We had people asking us all week, like, when are you guys getting engaged? When are you getting engaged? And Tate kept saying, probably never. And then he knew that whole time that he was gonna propose that night. So, and while we're getting engaged, or like while he was proposing, we were first walking, trying to find a spot, or he was, I didn't know it was gonna happen. And it just smelled like dead fish. And I was like, it smells so gross. And I was like complaining because I was tired. Like it had been a long week out in the Dominican Republic. So that was kind of funny. And then he found a spot that was like romantic and stuff. And we're sitting there and he's like down on his knee and you just hear his dad off in the distance yelling like, Tate, Cass, where are you guys at? Where are you guys? Like yelling our names. So that was funny. And then we got married the next year. While it was like we got married in June and then I graduated that December. Tate, he technically did not graduate. He has 2 credits left to graduate, but he has his own business, so he didn't end up graduating, which I don't blame him. Like he doesn't need to prove to himself that he has a degree. So worked out for us in that sense. All right, we're gonna go ahead and add the remaining cilantro to the mixture, turn off the heat, and just throw that in. So yeah, then the following year we got married. We built a house and got a dog, and that's where we're at. We don't have any kids yet. Hopefully soon. Just kind of going with the flow of things. What I love, we both love to have children. So hopefully that's in the near future for us. Okay, I'm gonna show you guys how everything turned out. So Tate should be home any minute, but we have the taco shells. I'm gonna warm those up in the microwave. We have the taco meat, Tate's pepper mix, the pineapple salsa, and then the sour cream. So we just need to combine all those onto the taco shells, and supper should be good. I'm gonna pop up like an after shot here, show you guys kind of what they look like. They're not done yet, so I can't show you like real time, but it kind of will be real time because it's on the screen right now and you're looking at it. But yeah, okay, they look amazing. They look delicious, and they're gonna taste even better. Let me know if you guys want to try to like make this meal. Let me know if you like this type of video, and I will be back here on Friday with another video. So thanks so much for watching, guys. I love you, and I hope you guys have a fabulous week. All right, bye guys.